Well, I'm going on a Starfort tour with you. Yeah, I'm going on a Starfort tour with you. Yeah, I'm gonna wonder what these Starforts do. Chances are that I'm just as confused as you. Confused as you. I'm as confused as you. That's what confused folks do. Confused as confused as confused as you.
Navarron is a small town located in the Pyrenees-Atlantique department in southwestern France. The town's history is kind of hidden. It's not extensively documented. It, like many of these regions and towns and these forts are located, has medieval origins. This one established in the 11th century, and as often told, strategically located, this time on the border between the Kingdom of Navarre and the Duchy of Aquitaine. The town's fortified walls, which still partially exist today, were built during this period to protect it from external threats, we are told. We are told throughout its history it's witnessed several conflicts and changes of power, often caught in a crossfire between the Kingdom of Navarre, the Kingdom of France, and various regional would-be overlords. The town changed hands multiple times, experiencing periods of Navarrese, English, and French control. Deeply affected by the wars of religion that ravaged France in the 16th century, it became a Protestant stronghold during the Catholic and Protestant wars. I know I'm saying that funny. I like it that way. It endured numerous sieges and battles. There's notable landmarks from the Gothic era, but it's a very peaceful and picturesque town. Well-preserved medieval character, charming streets, historical sites. The Kingdom of Navarre is an independent realm that existed between the 9th to the 16th century, and this town played a role in the complex relations between the kingdoms. And it is rumored that Navarre has a network of underground tunnels.
Now go hit it. Oh, you already were? Bro, you made me look stupid. Just kidding, guys. Jimmy's not real. You should know that by now. It's just me. I don't need no damn sidekick. This is the Google Pro version, you know. They used to be good, and now it's kind of whack. Where we? Ah, here we are. Oh, Navarre. And you can just tell already. No hunting around for this one. This is very obviously what we would call a Starfort, to point out the similar features that we often find associated with these things right next to the canal. That's masquerading as a river. Wink. The general narrative, the one that I don't believe. They say things like this is a bastion fort to defend against cannon fire. Well, then why is half of it underground? Why is so frequently you find these forts buried under the ground? Huh? Mudfloods aren't real and these are bastion forts. Then riddle me that, bruh. Why is it under the earth? Look at that, you can't even see it. Completely covered. Compare that to, say, like over on this side of the fort. Why is the other side buried? If it's such a fort, wouldn't they just walk up the other embankment? So what good would it do? And really, how old do these walls have to be? And there, grass growing right on the top of them. And if they're not maintained, eventually the whole thing just looks like this. See this here? The way this looks? Just like a wall of rubble. Well, next time you're out in the wild, you see a hill like this, just think about this, and wonder to yourself, what really are the hills and the mountains? Are they all really what they say? That we shall see if it bears fruit. But in the meantime, let's check her out. Looking a little drab. Oh, never mind. Guys, we've all been wrong. Look, there's a cannon. It must be a fort. Oh, look, another one. It's a double fort. I'm so sorry I ever doubt you. Kind of an empty place, isn't it? Like, what, had the people move away? Or maybe this footage is from, you know, the year of the Great Flu. Major part of the city looks to be inside of it here. Hotelville. Oh, Hotel Dayville. They snuck that in there. There's some people. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, where'd you guys go? The hell you looking at, Mr. Fireman? Oh. Nothing. Just standing there staring off into space. Is that Joe Biden? I think it is. Joe! Dude! We've been worried sick about ya. Fucking crook. I was gonna say, get on the sidewalk, buddy, but I realized that in Navarro, there ain't no sidewalk. Just cannons. Just proof that this is a fort. Well, I certainly wouldn't hide in here. It's hit some sort of hard times. Hey, what's up? Alright, I guess you can see the progress. The one on the right, the doors open up, but the middle part goes out of and the Renaissance turns into La Restaurant. No, it's still got a little character. But this place is not really very memorable compared to some of the other ones we've seen. Let's see what the old web version has to show. See if we get a different spec. Let's really give it a good look, though. Let's really get in there. It's probably the same footage. Wait, that guy wasn't there. I'm just kidding, I don't know. Whoa, hold on. I didn't see this, though. Interesting. Little monument there. Why, hello. There's the old school antenna back there. So this place has a little bit of charm holding on. A little bit of stuff still happening. Haven't got rid of all of it yet, though it's a bit drab. Wow, they still got phone booths, huh? Fine, I'll go this way. You won't catch me. Wait, is that a cartoon lady? Nice. There's a real beauty. It's a frickin' bank, of course. The old mansard roof, eh? Classic style, bro. The fuck was that? Another cartoon lady? Except in real life? Wait. What the hell is that? It can't be a real person. It's got like a cardboard cutout or some shit, right? You can see the shape of it here. How the hell is that a fort? Stupid story. I guess I don't know what I would come up with. How about the truth? How about that? Wouldn't it be better to say, I don't know? Versus, quick, Jimmy, make something up! Next, we go to Marty,
which is a commune located in the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur. This also dates back to ancient times. Been inhabited since prehistoric times with evidence of settlements we are told from the Neolithic period. The Greeks and the Romans also served as a port during the Roman era, played a significant role in maritime trade, and the Romans are credited with the construction of the canals and bridges. There's feudal lords in the Middle Ages, passing through the hands of different noble families. The town's strategic location, of course, made it a coveted prize, leading to conflicts and changes in control. In the 19th and 20th century, it experienced significant industrial development, construction of factories, industrial facilities. Town's growth and economic prosperity soared. It became known for its oil refinery and chemical industry. And the hub of windsurfers. The St. Louis Church, which is called a floating sacristy. Sacristy? Whatever it is. It's basically a room where sacred vessels are kept. And it can move up and down depending on the water levels in the canal. It's known as the Venice de Provence due to its network of canals and bridges. Lake in Europe, which has also helped shape the town's history. Opportunities for fishing, salt production, recreational activities like salt fights, and of course, the vibrant arts and cultural scene.
And here's one of those very unexplainable ones, which only exists in a fragmental form. Here, you can see where it should have gone out. Instead, we're left with just this, and it looks like this is kind of pointy here. So maybe this was part of it. And actually, when I'm looking at it here, it looks as if this even could be, see the angling of the water there? Comes out like this. And then you see these angles over here. So I wonder, was this whole thing initially like that? Hard to say. There's your track. There's the compass. There's the oval. So no surprises there. What I'm referring to is this. And then, of course, your oval here. This compass shape accompanying the track and the oval, which is often converted into a racetrack. I know we've talked about this before, but it's been a minute. This is always here. Already here, these ovals. We've converted them into racetracks, things like that. And we've converted these primarily into airports. But these shapes are always together. You can go to Africa. You can go somewhere in the middle of the desert where there's never been an airport or a racetrack. And you'll find these shapes in the earth. There was another people here. There was somebody else here doing things very different than us. And we just sort of live amongst the ruins of it. And anyway, let's go back and look at this little Starfort. Oh, what's left of the guy? Will it let me get down there? No, it will not. Hey, look from this side. I mean, it'll do. And there she stands. Fort de Buch. And look at this one. The cannons up on the top. They really sell it as well. Why, it must be a fort. But you never know. Random rubble here on the beach there. I'm trying to protect these low, it looks like low land, looks like choppy water versus low land. This is the Venice of France, huh? Leaves a little something to be desired. This area in particular looking especially bombed down and depleted. I mean, look here. This too looks like it has a potential shape of a Stamp it. Blood! Just mining waste, probably. There's just dust from the same mining stuff everywhere? Damn. Look how much closer you can get in here on this version. You can literally get lower in the friggin' machinery. That's ridiculous. What's in the trash bag, Daryl? I mean, I know they kind of cartooned it a little bit with like a filter, so it's not too invasive, but surely, even at this height, I can see a nudie sunbathing, maybe. When it's so exposed. You know, they have a suspicious golf courses. The majority of this area actually looks really pretty green. Magic Parkland. What? Right next door to all this. Yeah, they really are chewing up this coastline pretty bad. Amazing how close they let you get. Just look at all those tires. Not many people on these roads. And it's seemingly growing less charming by the day. And just more of this. Parasites are in full control here. I just can't believe how good this footage is. What the hell's that? Whoa, power lines? Yeah, even this has gotten a lot more improved even the past few months. I've never seen an area we can get so close. So from this angle, here's a little lighthouse, here's a little platform, and out here looking like another piece of it. Almost like it got bombarded and pieces just sort of broke away. Anyway, we'll move on. Nothing much to say here.
Easy. A small medieval village located in the French Riviera in the Provence-Alpes Côte d'Azur. Now, this area has evidence of human settlement since the Bronze Age. We are told it was occupied by various ancient civilizations, including the Ligurians and the Romans. It's a fortified village strategically located on a hilltop to defend against invasions and serving as a refuge for the local population during times of conflict. There is a medieval castle which has since been converted into a luxury hotel that the village initially grew around. At one point ruled by the Grimaldi family, long been associated with artists and writers who found inspiration in its beauty and tranquility. Izé has a network of underground tunnels and passages, said to connect different parts of the village used for defensive purposes, smuggling, and as escape routes. And while some have been explored and are accessible to the public, others remain undiscovered or inaccessible. This place also has a fascinating history of herbal medicine and pharmaceutical knowledge, home to skilled apothecaries who cultivated medicinal plants and developed remedies for various ailments. This tradition dating back centuries, influenced by the region's diverse flora. There's also some mystical and esoteric connection. Individuals interested in mysticism, esotericism, and spiritual practices throughout history gathering here, since many believe that the village holds mystical energies or is a place of spiritual significance. There's also the hills in the area, evidence of prehistoric settlements, ancient megalithic structures, and cave dwellings, revealing hidden stories from a time long before.
This one, not much of a looker. Wow, hell of a view though. You can see the angulation of it. And you can see actually the various layers, the various triangles as they sort of jut out. Actually very impressive. Looks actually much bigger from down here than it appeared to be. Oh, I see, because you're on that little part. Look at that. So not only does this one have it all dressed still, the arches here and here. There's a whole other layer down there. What's going on over here by this fountain? Just out here being strategic. You see the fort up here, what they're calling a fort. Doesn't really show how that's strategic at all. Another place we're told is a fort right here. Another one. Look at that. Same style. See this? To me, this looking like a place where water goes. I mean, there's a bridge over it. Water probably through here. Probably even out through here. Probably this whole thing was at one point just circulating full of water. For whatever function it had. And then the humans come along and put these doors here and turn these bays into housing or storage. But who can say? Here too, huh? What are they doing in France? Just chopping up every hillside? No, I don't know what's going on. Mining for limestone or something? Digging a tunnel perhaps? Not sure what the point is. Looks like they're actually getting ready to detonate. I think these little holes mean that they insert dynamite in them thing. Hell, I don't know. These people up here are probably pissed. You totally ruined our view, dude. Or maybe they have no idea. What a great view. Like, yeah, but if only you could see all this ridge. You'd probably be super bummed. Look at that. What's just up there? Don't you worry about it. But I want to go see. What you got in the back of that truck, bro? Where all these blocks came from. Fuckers. Every time. Yeah, not looking very just natural. It's looking like a fragment of a brick wall or something. Maybe this whole thing was part of a fort. This whole hill. It wouldn't be too surprising, now would it? I mean, considering the shape. Is it a fort that they're actually mining into? Or is that just a coincidence that the shape is like that? It looks like they are actually... What are they doing? Are they excavating into a fort? Hold up. Is that what I'm seeing? Are they actually cutting into and then dismantling this fort completely? Are these the blocks from the wall? I mean, if this is any indicator, it sure looks like they are. Look at that. They are kind of can't believe what I'm seeing here. So here on this side, you've got these old stones that are decaying into rock. These old pavers, whatever. And you've got these colored stones, these sort of like flattened on one side, comprising the walls. So this right here is pretty much undoubtedly one of the forts. Okay, back up from that. And over here, you got the second one. Now you've got this one over here. Here's your fountain, same shape. Here's your third one. Notice the archways, stones. Then you've got this over here. It's a military fort that they always blur out. Very suspiciously placed golf course. Holy shit. This entire thing. Starfort within Starfort. Okay, this is a good shot. Perfect. What in the fuck is that? What is that? Look at that curved archway. This whole thing. They have built this resort right into it. Unbelievable. Look at that. You can still see the shape. They have to be aware of this. This is unbelievable. I see a number of things that are obviously like trigger the suspicion. There's this military fort right in the area. One of these mountains. Here, on the white version here. Here, the military fort. And it's all blurred out. See this? And so I'm thinking it's probably also a Starfort. Because France blurs out all their military installations on the satellite stuff. I'm trying to see this better, right? This military spot. I'm trying to like see if there's, because sometimes someone will have taken a picture that it kind of like lets you see it a little bit better. What was that spot? Maybe over here. Let's see. I love these people that take these, whoever they are. They are a godsend. Take these panoramics with little drones. That looks like the top of the military one right there that they're just hiding. It's not really much. Not really that much. Here's the golf course. So this little one over here, same city. This is actually, so you see the shape here, this wall right here, dark wall goes here, 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 and the shape of this like triangular thing, and the oval, and all this stuff. And from this side, it's like a resort. But then look at the wall, that same stone. And you can see over here, they just added on the concrete. They have to be aware of this. Like somebody has to be aware of it. And now let's take these coordinates, put them in the web version, if it'll let me. Here. This is that other site. That this property also is a freaking Starfort. And this one actually has, up at the top here, this seems sort of like yellowish stone, this white stone. I guess you can't really see it from there. That's good enough, I guess. Is this entire fucking area just Starfort after Starfort after Starfort? Like, how is this even possible? Here on the road here, see the stone, right? Same kind of stone. And look at sealed up windows in the middle of those, like 4 or 5 in the area. Here by the wall. This is probably part of it. And you see the angles here, and you realize the whole area. See, even down here, that angle and this angle. It's like they built all around them, constantly. Just built all around them. That's the edge of the mountain. See what I mean? But how ridiculous is it? So here's the resort we're looking at. And I was showing you that the wall joined up to the concrete just a minute ago. So now look at the other side of this. This is the cliff side of it. See the blocks? They just built right into it. The whole thing. Built right into the side of it. You see this point here? The whole thing. Look at this. See if I can even do it on this. Down here, can't really see it as well on this side because they kind of put that weird filter on it. The door right there, this right here is an archway. So then, what do you have over here? Just mining this entire Starfort. They've literally ripped the top off of it. You can see the angles. Stones. They've taken all the stones out and they've lined the roads with it. All these big square stones. They've just lined the roads with it. Look at, they've been collecting them. Dismantled the walls. When you go down to this neighborhood here, this little gated community or whatever, what are they mining for? Like, what's the official story? Very strange. What are they collecting? Like, what are these? The guys doing this have to realize that these are blocks that they're taking out of here. They have to realize it was man-made. And they don't wonder why? I mean, even from up here you can tell, which makes me wonder on the historic footage. 2017, 2016, they had none of those things built up. Damn, look at that. That is crazy. Time showcase here. So 2004, this is what it looks like. 2005, 2006, 2007. Then we jump to 2012, 13, still 2013. You can still see, this is clearly, obviously, they're even dismantling it in the shape. It's like they're excavating it. I've never seen this. 2015, 2016, and they started collecting these things, whatever these are. 2017, 2018, 2019, terrible picture. 2022. Let me jump 3 years. And this is the latest footage. This whole area is just Starfort after Starfort after Starfort. They don't seem to give a shit. Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at them. Look at all those perfectly uniform stones. They just throw them in the ocean. The whole damn beach. Look how uniform they are. And color. It's amazing they didn't take a single picture from 1985 to 2006 anywhere. Ready? Water. Little platform. Bigger platform. Blur. Land. Yeah. That's from 2019. This is 2019 October, allegedly. This is September a year later. Quarrying it out. And they're just moving it out down here. Slowly but surely. How crazy is that? France, what are they doing to your land? Everywhere I looked, they were just jacking it up. 2022, crazy. This used to be a little like a little cute little coastal town. What's it look like today? Wait a second. Holy shit, that's what it looks like now. All this. 2019. Here's the little square thing on the side as a landmark, and here's this building, 2022, boom. Here's the little square thing, here's the other building, and they're just building fucking high-rises. So all these people used to have an ocean view, all these, now stuck behind this. How pissed off would you be? And they dismantled your own history to build it with all these rocks. Unbelievable. And these buildings look like they're gonna be ugly. They don't look like they're like resorts. They look like industry. Look at that shit. Underneath there, brick archway, underwater. What is this in here? This is all old Starfort. All of it. I mean, what is that? France is insane. These people have no idea, maybe. Right underneath you is, here's where you're walking. Down here is some weird ancient history. Everywhere you look, you see it. Going through the tunnel. And no one thinks that's weird, huh? The Romans did all this, huh? When they occupied France. Yeah, right. Unbelievable. This entire coastline is like this. What are they doing to the coast here? And ruining this country. Cutting the tops off of every mountain? This is the shit that drives you crazy. Climate change, guys. Yeah, you want us to have electric cars that suck, but you guys can tear the tops off of every fucking mountain. This one took an unexpected turn. I'll see you soon.